Hi everyone, I'm Miss Katie from Rockland Public Library, and today we're going to be reading a book off of the Chickadee nominee list. So the Chickadee Awards is a Kids' Choice Award in Maine. So every year, 10 picture books are chosen, and kids that are kindergarten to 4th grade get to read them and then vote on their very favorite. So every year, a favorite is chosen, and I thought maybe we could choose one together too. So we're going to start off with one book from the list. This is When Langston Dances. When Langston Dances is by Kaija Langley and illustrated by Keith Mallett. Let's see what happens in When Langston Dances. Langston liked basketball, but he adored ballet. He fell in love the first time his mother took him to see the Alvin Alley Dance Company. So many bodies soaring across the stage, spinning, leaping, twirling dancers, dancing everywhere. Now I looked this up. This is a real dance company, the Alvin Alley Dance Company. They are in New York City. Do you think I can dance like that? Langston asked his mother. You can do whatever you set your mind on doing, his mother said. From that day forward, Langston practiced in front of his bedroom mirror. Finally, one Saturday morning, he felt ready for his first day of school. Today is the day I dance, he told his mother as he double-tied his sneakers. And you dance to your heart's content, his mother said. Do you ever dance with your parents? On the way to his new school, Langston told everyone he met, "Watch me dance! Watch me dance!" He dipped from the mail carrier, putting the letters in the box. Dip. He kicked for the police officer, helping them cross the road. Kick. And spun for the barber, sweeping the sidewalk. Spin. Look at all those dance moves. Langston waited for his applause. Instead, a kid passing by said, "Boys don't dance like that." Langston huddled closer to his mother and replied, "Yeah, they do. I've seen them." When he arrived at Ms. Mary's dance studio, Langston felt nervous. Would the other students like the way he moved? Was he dressed properly in his basketball shorts and sneakers? A gentle push from his mother, and Langston set off to find his class. The first room was a class of students learning to tap. Shuffle, shuffle, tap, tap, shuffle, shuffle, tap. Here they are, tapping their feet to the rhythm. Langston wandered to the next class. He felt the boom from the music beneath his feet as the students practiced hip-hop. Another class of students clapped their hands and stomped their feet, keeping the rhythm with a man beating a drum. They were learning African dance. Here they are, and here's the drummer. In the last classroom, the music was so quiet, Langston could barely hear it. He watched excitedly as the little girls stood in a line along the bar in front of the mirror, practicing ballet positions as the dance teacher called them out. So this is the bar right here. They're holding on to it to keep balance as they dance. "First position," she called. Then the girls moved their feet into the shape of a V. Langston held onto the door frame and followed their lead. Do you think you can move your feet so that they're in the shape of a V? Can you try that at home? Make a little V shape with your feet like this. Yeah. So Langston followed along. "Second position," the teacher announced. Then the class slid 1 foot away, and so did Langston. Finally, Langston kicked off his sneakers and darted into the class to take his place at the bar. He closed his eyes and remembered the Alvin alley dancers. Can you see them too in his imagination? Here they are dancing on stage. The teacher clapped her hands to bring the class to attention. Langston opened his eyes and realized he stood alone in front of the mirror. "Welcome to ballet. I am Ms. Mary," said the teacher. "I've been expecting you, Langston." Langston took a bow. "In this class, we wear shoes." Ms. Mary floated gracefully toward the closet. Oh, what's she gonna find? She rummaged through the box and mumbled, "No, no, no," before excitedly, "Yes!" she exclaimed. She handed Langston a pair of black ballet slippers. They were different from the other students' slippers, but he tied them on with delight. They fit him perfectly. Overjoyed, Langston took off running and leapt across the room. Leap! He spun and jumped, dipped and kicked. The girls gasped in wonder. "Look at him go!" Miss Mary nodded her approval. Then she clapped her hands again. "This is serious business. You must work very hard to be a ballet dancer. You have to earn those shoes, you know." "I will," Langston said, standing taller than before. You can stand up tall. Maybe get your neck up tall. "I will," he said. The class lined up again along the mirror, and Langston took his place. He promised to work hard in every class, and Langston danced and danced and danced. The end. Great listening, everyone, and look how happy he is. Do you have anything you do at home that you just makes you so happy? Maybe it's dancing also, or maybe it's something else. Maybe you love being outside. Maybe you love the snow. Maybe you love to sing. What do you love to do? There's so many wonderful things out there. And Langston gets this kind of smile from dancing. Now, we saw on the page before, he's up on a stage and his mother is watching. And I think he's older in this picture. What do you think? Does he look older than he does here? I think he does. Do you think this is his imagination? Or do you think that he becomes a professional dancer? Do you think he becomes a dancer when he grows up? I think it's up to us to decide. I hope you enjoyed this story, and definitely check out the Alvin Alley dancers. So the dancers that Langston mentioned at the beginning of the story is a real dance troupe, dance company, and you should definitely check them out. They're wonderful dancers, and that's where Langston got his inspiration. So check out these dancers and think a little bit about these books. I'm going to be reading some more Chickadee nominee books, and at the end, you can send me an email and we can all vote together and see what our favorite book is of the year. I hope you all have the most wonderful day, and I hope it's filled with a little bit of dance. See you later. Bye-bye.